Welcome back to another video of Knock on the Coffin lid. Anyway, let's play. We're gonna play a character for the first time, which is gonna be a female. Let's change the class. I don't know who this is, but yeah, pretty excited for this.
I've never been happier to see anyone in my life than I am to see you now.
Were you afraid that I wouldn't keep my promise?
No, not at all. Quick, give me the cup. I'm parched. It was terrible. Drinking the poison and then feeling the life running out of my body.
But now you're not afraid of death. You did everything right and brought your dream closer.
So, everything is going the way you planned?
As much as it's possible. I'll never understand everything that Belenis is plotting, but you couldn't fully figure out my plans either. That's what matters.
Belenis, only you can outwit that snake. Will you help me get rid of her?
Don't forget that much depends on you, too.
Yes. I'll do whatever it takes.
Otherwise, you will share Ingvar's fate.
All right, don't threaten me.
Never even thought to. Well, if you're ready, then the stage is yours. The journey is long and dangerous, and I've warned you.
But in the end, the Northern Gate's throne is waiting for me.
Oh man, I'm so curious to see how she plays.
So afraid that I'd be buried separately from Ingvar and that you wouldn't find my grave. Your plan was too risky. But it worked out in the best way possible. The elves put me next to him.
Certainly, because you were part of his retinue. No one except Ingvar knew who you really were.
He fooled both the dwarves and the elves. He thought he'd outsmarted everyone, but got stabbed in the back himself.
You knew how it would end, and you could have prevented it, but you didn't do so.
I chose to trust you, and I wasn't wrong.
Okay, let's just travel left. Oh, we're an archer, okay. Deal piercing damage. So we have pretty much 5 arrows per round, I guess. enhances the cards with the connection. No. Stop it. Pressing spacebar. For some reason it skips the reward instead of take it. Draw a card by the pile. Deal 5 damage. If the target is killed, gain 10 connection to the other side. Restore 15 health and gain 5 bleeding other side. Piercing damage is increased. Not a big fan of how she plays at the moment.
You have one less enemy.
Deal 5 piercing damage. If no health damage is dealt, draw a jab. Inflict 2 poison to a random enemy on the other side. Deal 10 damage if the target has block. Deal 10 damage 2 times.
If I, let's say, accidentally harm the elves, will it somehow affect the balance of power in the war?
Absolutely. As it stands now, the balance of power is not on their side, so you shouldn't aggravate the situation. Every choice you make has its own consequences. You have to remember that.
But I don't have an issue with them losing. Why would I care?
This will also have its own consequences. You simply can't look far enough into the future to see them.
It's all right. I'll become the ruler of the Northern Gate and fix everything if I so desire.
Be careful, Vanadis. You risk repeating Ingvar's mistake.
Hey.
Hey. I managed to ingratiate, I guess, myself with elves, with no forgotten their friendship with humans. Personally, I've never seen the value in his friendship because true friendship must be strong, and the elves cannot be trusted. So in the end, I was right. Anyway, I managed to get a supper and a shelter for the night by the warmth of fire. Okay, let's camp. Find some rest. Get some training done, dude. Break ribs. The pet gains 10 additional block upon summoning. Per up end. The pet gains 4 barbed upon summoning. Find. The pet brings a random potion. Get barbed. Where's my pet though? Deal 5 damage if there is breach on the target. Oh, it doesn't have block. Idiot.
Prickly bastard.
I don't know what this does, dude.
Life is coming out of you drop by drop.
Press the summoner button near the energy to summon the pet. Ah. Deal 10 damage if the target is blocked. Deal 10 damage 2 times on the other side. Burn. Gain connection. Other side. If the enemy has 10 breach, gain 1 energy. Dwarven axe. Gain 2 strength. Heavy damage. We're sticking to the far left side.
I've been thinking a lot about your confrontation with Melenis. You let her poison Ingvar. But why?
In many ways because of you. More specifically, because of what you two were going to do.
You mean the alliance of the Heathlands and the Northern Gate? What's the harm in that? The moment for it was chosen very well.
I would even say perfectly. The dwarves would have been furious, but the elves would have been forced to support you.
Right, and the war would have been over. Our union would have appeased everyone forever. Peace for all.
Forever? No. It would only last as long as Ingvar was alive. Look what's happening now after his death. Ah, he was a wise ruler, but he always had plans and goals which he wanted to hide from me. But he couldn't.
And I'm the one who told you about them. Remind me to never hide anything from you.
Don't even try.
A mysterious stranger offered me a cursed sword as a present. Do you happen to have a cursed bow? I asked. The stranger didn't even crack a smile. The curse was clearly bothering him. Unfortunately, he didn't have the cursed bow. Jokes aside, I take a bow, but a sword. Well, a sword wouldn't hurt either. Here we got a cursed sword. Attributes defiled item. At the start of battle, gain 1 strength for every curse in the deck. Okay. Well, there's the gold headpiece. We have a bow. I really want to buy. Gives maximum health. Gain 2 bone. Okay. An elven idol allows you to make an offering, okay, to the spirits. Asked to be purged. Delete a card. Blessing for the pet. Remove a card. Increase the pet's maximum health by 5. That's not really gonna help, isn't it? Get a card. Get 2 card upgrades. Get an item. Let's get a pet upgrade, I guess. Training. Improve for the pet. Or a card upgrade. Let's improve the pet.
still haven't understood why you let Ingvar's poisoning happen.
You did it, not me. Why did you voluntarily drink the poison and not try to prevent it?
Because you'd promised me the throne of the Northern Gate. I'm being honest and hiding nothing. Can you answer me directly?
The alliance of the Northern Gate, the Heathlands, and the Rotten Bog that Ingvar was thinking about would become too dominant a force in the region. Also, don't forget that Melenis had secretly gained the support of the Orcs. Just imagine all this power concentrated in the hands of a single person, in the hands of a villain. No one could resist that. Even I wouldn't be able to fix it. But now we have a chance.
Okay, first boss fight. Feel free to pause the video and read that. Let's do it. Ah.
Aren't you afraid of the sight of blood?
A little bit.
Where did this one come from? Did you decide to have a rest?
How exactly will this, like, items-wise work for this character? I can see how the cards will work, but how will the items work? Upon taking health damage from attacks, gain 1 evasion. Deal 10 damage. Remove all the target's frostbite. Gain 1 connection for each removed frostbite on the other side. Reduce the maximum health by 20. At the end of the battle, gain 1 immunity and 1 extra summon. But I can have 2 pets. If Vanadis deals more than 15 damage, gain 2 strength. Increase damage dealt by 2 for each evasion on the arrow. When I went north to find a new home in the Hearthlands, one of my accidental travel companions advised me to never enter the Rotten Bog under any circumstances. I took his advice and had to fight my way through the Crimson Steps. And boy, did I curse him. But now, when I know what unimaginable horror lies in the depths of the swamps, I'm grateful for the advice. Okay, we're gonna just, again, stick to the left. Whatever we get, we get. I think we gained the 1 strength. What?
They always come back. What was he expecting?
Gain 6 block for each enemy that intends to attack. Reduce maximum health by 20 until the end of the battle. Gain 1 immune and 1 extra summon. Deal 5 damage to each enemy. I get back a random burned skill. When playing 2 attacks in when planning 2 attacks in a row, gain 8 block. Ooh, dude, that's pretty good. Increase HP by 20, gain 3 ward. Ignore the first damage taken by the pit from the enemy's attack each turn. Each turn. It's easy to get lost in defeated swamps. You only have to turn off the trial to find yourself in a natural maze. Few people will be lucky enough to make it back, but I've traveled a lot. In my short life, I've been much worse a wilderness, and I've become too naive with such terrain as well. Okay, so go towards the smoke, go deeper into the swamp, follow the human footprints. Having notice of some human footprints, I set off after them. Unfortunately, they led nowhere, or rather, they got me lost among the swamps. As a result, I wandered around the defeated bog all day and caught the swamp fever. Okay. So I guess we're cursed now. Each turn, first attack inflicts weakness on the target. A big adult man can eat a lot of ghostly mushrooms and stay alive. But for a child, just one bite is enough to send you to the afterlife. According to my stature, I'm closer to a child than a man. We're gonna die, aren't we? 1. Two. Okay, I made it to the camp. The next corpse I came across on my way, different from the others, in this person had died. Certainly a painful, but a violent death. Take off the boots. Fortunately, I didn't contract the disease that killed the owner of the boots. None. Useless in battle. But sound like it's probably expensive. I think we got cursed again, dude. Not all cultists behave aggressively. Many of them still have most human appearance and the ability to think straight. I talked to one of their priests and learned a little about the local life. And holy man, if you can call priests of a holy, what's that word? Chthonian monster that complained that his parishioners started disappearing without a trace. He suspects it's the fault of the cannibal family who has settled near the village. Sympathize. Conversation. Let's ask about it. Most often, people don't eat each other for fun of it, although it can happen too. Not everyone likes the meat of mites. mosquitoes, fat-finned rotten berries, or rotten bellies, and other living creatures of the rotten bog. The pork price of the butcher shop is exorbitant. The situation is aggravated by the fact that the tenets of the faith don't forbid cannibalism. The divine might condones the transition of life from one form to another, but claiming that that by eating people you become like our deity, heresy. It's a swamp fish, and I don't know much about it. It's better to ask the fishermen who have to know. Why are you interested in some smelly fish? There's a lot you don't know about me. I'm an avid fisherman, among other things.
Can't the swamp people get rid of the cannibals in their ranks themselves?
You see, there's no unambiguous attitude to cannibals among the cultists.
No unambiguous attitude? What does that mean? They don't mind being eaten?
Don't forget that these people offer human sacrifices to their deity. The chthonic monster eats his flock with gusto. The swamp monsters eat the swamp people too, and the swamp people eat the swamp monsters. Everyone eats everyone. This is how the divine might sees the world.
Oh, terrible. But to be fair, his vision doesn't differ much from our everyday world.
Okay, we got camp. Brings a random potion. Okay, let's do it. Feel free to pause the video and read that. It's just a boss fight, bro. Let's do it. So let's go.
He can't defend forever. I'm sorry.
Kind of random effect. We just lost the extra total 10 HP. Dude, he has 32 strength. Oh my goodness. One attack will kill me, I think. Or at least kill the bear. Gonna one-shot us. What? A 3-round weakness.
That was close.
Okay, Boar is dead. It's weird that I can see it immediately. Double the burning. At the start of the turn, inflict 1 thrust to all enemies. Lose 2 energy. Every 4th attack per turn. Stuns a random enemy. Gain 5 bomb. 2 evasion. We do have a hit piece already. Damage taken is reduced by 30%. Upon playing the Will of the Forest Spirits, the hero and allies restore 16 health. Increase damage dealt by 2 for each evasion on the hero. Upon gaining evasion, I return to a random burn card to the draw pile. When evasion is triggered, deal 8 damage to the attacker. Gain evasion every 3rd turn. The denizens of the bog are essentially unhappy people. The taint of the might had gradually changed them, and before they knew it, they turned into pathetic caricature. What the heck? I want to say characters, but that's not how you spell it. Of themselves. They live like their fathers did and worship the power of their grandfathers prayed to. I think they don't even suspect that the divine might isn't a supreme god. Things that are obvious from the outside perspective can go completely unnoticed from the inside. I feel sorry for them. This is where we died before. Attack the demons. It's a bit stupid. With 304 HP.
Did you decide to have a rest?
84 strength, dude. Deal 6 damage. Gain a connection for each card in your hand. Discard your hand. And gain new cards. Deal 3 damage. The effect is repeated as many times as the value of the target's frostbite on the other side. I've earned the respect of the Fire Brothers, and it will definitely help me in the future. I'm going to make them my allies and purge the demonic plague from the Northern Gate.
And so, the Brotherhood is attacking the Northern Gate. They won't let anyone breed demons in their backyard.
And Melenis knows that perfectly. She's taken certain precautions. The Brotherhood won't win, but you will finish what they've started. Something Melenis hasn't planned for. At least I hope she hasn't.
They look so nice. These bitches hurt, dude. We have 1 HP, by the way.
I thought those would be your last words.
Okay, deal 8 damage, draw 1 card pile. Burning will not deal damage the next time it's triggered. Instead it will restore health. At the start of gain 1 ether and or evasion or bleeding. Inflict weakness 4 to all enemies. Increase maximum HP, gain 5 armor and 3 ward. We're actually full on gear.
Did Sigismund also turn into one of those things?
Not exactly. His spirit was strong enough to constrain his inner demon. Thus, he gained the power of the Inquilines, but didn't turn into one of them.
Oh, is that an option?
Many have tried it. Some have even succeeded, but it didn't last long. The demon won't give up. It will patiently wait for the right moment. If you weaken your defenses just a little, it will break free and get its way. It's only a matter of time.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Goodness. I encountered the mother of imps. She was coming in my direction, surrounded by her ill-mannered kids, who behave outrageously. They were screaming, fighting, grabbing at my clothes, and trying to snatch something. I bore the torture, stoically. There we go. Trying to get anger the mama demon. Having observed me for a while, she decided to strike up a conversation. Where are your kids? I have pets instead of children. Deep down, you're unhappy. You're deceiving yourself. Have children. Quickly. Don't tell me what to do. Let me kill your babies.
The mother of imps is not a figure of speech. She literally is their mother.
We have 1 HP, bro. Like, this is very scary.
The variety of demons defies comprehension, but these ones are more or less ordinary. What's he up to?
Oh.
a hook.
She's just farting out babies like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, that's not good.
Let the whole world blaze.
Hit me, bro. Quickly. No, you should hit me. Too late now, son. Deal 5 damage. Okay. The target's burning is less than 10. Increase damage dealt by 2. Okay, we can upgrade a card.
Why are you so keen to rule the Northern Gate? I don't quite understand your obsession with this. The reason lies somewhere in your past life on the other side of the Northern Ridge.
Life on the other side can be very hard for people. I want to give all the fugitives protection and shelter. I don't want to send them to a foreign land like Ingvar, but to make them my subjects.
Your southern neighbors won't let it happen.
I'm not afraid of anyone.
I know that. But you're going to need strong allies to stand up to the feudal lords of the Empire.
Will the Brotherhood of Fire suffice? Or maybe the Inquilines, the Elves, the Orcs? I don't care. I'll get my way.
You tell him, girl. Or someone else is already dead. Met one? Where? In a wealthy gentleman's basement. Upon burning a card, the pit gains 5 block.
What exactly happened on the other side of the Northern Ridge? What made you flee from there?
Oh, some noble, pompous peacock fell in love with me.
And?
Well, he started by killing my fiancée.
Oh, I get it. You don't have to continue.
These memories really aren't the most pleasant, but so much has happened to me since then that the past hardly moves me now.
I can't believe I have 1 HP, dude. Like, we're gonna die. As soon as our pet is dead, we're dead. Ignore the first damage taken by a pet. Yeah, that's the must-have. So looking for that pet icon. We don't see anything. Yeah, I think that's it, right? If the pet is on the battlefield after its death, the pet will be resurrected with full life. Don't we have something like more we can do for the pet? Found the palace army, but it was guarded by a band of guards who looked rather formidable. They noticed me, but they didn't budge. The way the captain looked at me, immediately realized it was better to keep my distance. However, the temptation to get into the armory was strong. Let's do it.
I thought those would be your last words.
My pet died. Goodness, we're so strong. We are broken strong. Well, because we are cursed all the time, and every curse we get strength, and now we have so much strength already. While I was dealing with the guards, the captain ran away like a coward. He's probably got keys, and you can't get into the armory without them. Deal 5 damage to each enemy. Get back a random burn skill. Ignore damage from burning. What do we have as a weapon? You see, this is why the weapon is the reason why we get so much damage. But it's also why we're at 1 HP. Ah, finally some rest. Oh, wow. We're at the final boss. I had no personal whatever towards Sigismund. We didn't even know each other. Some think he's crazy tyrant. Others don't like his alliance with demons. More power to me. All of his opponents are my allies, who will help me strengthen my grip on the throne of the Northern Gate. For me, he's just the last obstacle in my way, nothing else. It died. I should have drank that potion. I don't even have that potion equipped. I'll give them one strength. Why couldn't I, why couldn't I summon my pet? Gain 1 immune and 1 extra summon. My pet died immediately. Yeah, there's no way we can beat him.
You didn't fight fair. That's good.
There's nothing I can do. It's game over.
He tried.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my goodness. If he attacks, we lose.
Bristling.
Oh no, what the heck? Dude. I can't attack the right one. Again, not allowing me to attack the right one. A 125 strength, dude. Pet died. We're still taunted. And if we attack him, we die because he has barbed. We're dead. Never mind. I'm too good at video games.
That I tried out the throne while waiting for you. It was too early, probably, but I wanted to try it. Besides, I was so tired that I barely could stand. The throne is comfortable, even too comfortable. Makes me drowsy. I may have to replace it with something less relaxing. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself again. See, I did it. Mortis, you have no idea how glad I was to meet you here, and not in that cold tomb.
The end of one path is always the beginning of another. It's time to think about the future that awaits you. Elves will hold back the onslaught against the frontier, and it'll be easier for us to urge the parties to negotiate. The Northern Gate will once again become the guarantor of peace among peoples. The cultists of the Rotten Bog can now join forces with the Inquilines and destroy the Brotherhood of Fire. Its disaster very difficult to prevent. When you killed Sigismund, you saved the Fire Brotherhood, and they won't forget it. You will unite the people disgruntled with the rule of the Inquilines with the Fire Army, and together, you'll put an end to the demon domination. It seems that everything will be fine. We can do it if we defeat her.
What a disappointment. I thought that with your astute mind, you'd be able to see through this conjurer without any difficulty. You and I could have a lot of fun with such opportunities, with such power, but you ruined everything. Was Mortis really that convincing? Or did you become afraid of him? My dear, I'm going to show you now who you should really be afraid of.
We could have become allies, but you chose to become Mortis' puppet. Now it has a weird snake. Upon the destruction of the totem, kills summoned creatures. Kills summoned creatures. Upon death, if an ally Melanus totem takes 30 damage. What? 800 HP. My pet died through immunity? Has to be game over. It's not game over. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I honestly don't think there's a way to beat this boss. I'll be deal with the snake. I won't be able to defeat it. I myself know the surprise. She'd be prepared for us. But now we do know. So let's think about how to deal with it. The main problem is stupid. Totem. You need to learn to attack it quickly. Not strongly, but quickly. Well, now we finished pretty much the campaign with all three. I mean, the pet is not that good because like you can't really gear it up with your gear. It's just like there's 30 life. It's pretty bad. I actually like these two. I don't think she's well thought through in my opinion. So let's play another one. We have 20 minutes anyway to spend.
I've been thinking about this Melenis. You said she was Sigismund's secret advisor, but I've never seen or heard of her.
Do you not know the meaning of the word secret? Few people knew about her existence before Ingvar's death.
But he was my friend. I thought that...
That he was letting you in on his plans. Haven't you found out otherwise yet? Believe me, it's far from the case. Even Bjorn knew more than you.
Bjorn? That deranged lichen? I don't understand at all why Ingvar drew him near to himself.
It would be better to ask them about this, but alas, they're both dead already, unfortunately.
We can go here for some reason. To get to the Hearthlands, you need to go over a pass. But there's a golem on the way. The dwarven set up, so the bandits couldn't return home. Say the password. What? Will you actually let me through if I say the password? Communication not permitted. Say the password. Oh, right. Then I better get going. Attack the golem. Everything I have is just block. Not a single attack.
You're off the hook.
Say the password.
How could I have been so wrong about Sigismund? It's haunting me. I remember him as good-natured and amiable, not haughty or overproud. As a simple and honest man. Was it just a mask behind which a monster was hiding?
People shouldn't be perceived as constant and unchanging. I allow that he was once exactly how you describe him. But no one is perfect. Everyone's got their small vices and weaknesses. Most likely, Sigismund suffered from an unspoken envy of his older brother. Maybe he was somewhat displeased with his rule and thought that he could do better. The thought that he was destined to remain in Ingvar's shadow and never assume the throne of the Northern Gate had been gnawing at his soul for decades. In any case, now he's a madman possessed by demons. There's nothing left in him of the man you thought of as your friend.
Okay, we're gonna just stick far left now.
Bipedal prey is easier to catch.
Gain 1 energy. Gain 1 energy.
The elves and the dwarves are at war, but what do we have to do with it? This isn't our war. This isn't my war. My lord did all he could to avert the bloodshed. I know if he was still alive, peace would reign in these lands.
Now the Northern Gate is ruled by his younger brother Sigismund, who prefers to stay neutral. The elves view his inaction as a betrayal. Given their losses, one can understand their point.
And in response, they declared war on us?
No, they simply banned the humans from the elven lands. And you're violating the ban.
Hey.
I ran into an elven ambush that was captured. Wanted to question me before. Okay. Wait to the end. I was interrogated by the Captain Marcus, squad leader. Told him everything, who I was, where I was coming from, where and why. I give them all my money for a night in the tavern.
Fortunately, not all elves attack me. Many of them still treat the humans warmly, because in fact we have never wronged them.
The elves respect the memory of Ingvar and remember what they owe him. They understand that the real sower of discord is Sigismund, and all those who sided with him. But now, there's no general consensus on the humans among the elves.
If it goes on like this, you won't get anything.
That's true.
A breather never hurt anyone.
Enemy intends to attack in 2 strength. Gain 1 strength and lose 1 agility.
Tell me, would you like to avenge the death of Ingvar?
I don't know. I was never fond of Ingvar as a person. His younger brother Sigismund was more agreeable and less arrogant. I thought he was my friend. Was he really behind my death?
I don't know exactly who gave the order to poison the wine, but Sigismund was likely involved in the conspiracy against his brother. Perhaps he even believes that he was the mastermind of the whole plot. Of course, that would be incredibly naive on his part.
I am sick and tired of your riddles. What do you mean?
What I mean is that obviously Sigismund didn't value your friendship very much. But he is but a pawn in a much larger game.
Passing through. Do you want this cursed weapon? Yes. Ready to own the sword. Make an offer. So we got the cursed sword. So you're gonna play with the curse buffs now. Oh, we got the gold headpiece. Get a card. Get an item. Ask to be purged. Delete a card. Okay, we need to delete the curse. Yeah, I don't see that card.
Now I know what you meant when you called Sigismund a mere pawn. Melenis is behind him.
Yes, I'm afraid so. She indulges his dark nature, and he does whatever she wants.
What is she trying to accomplish?
If I only knew. But she's up to nothing good, believe me. You can see what she's already accomplished. That should be enough for you.
Let's do it. Wait, dude, you have the curse?
Old elven tradition is collecting severed heads.
This is not good. We have the curse weapon equipped. Total HP is still 170.
I'm sorry.
Okay. The curse works different on this character. It's just waste in your inventory, I think.
That's an interesting reaction to your blows.
Eight dodges.
Are there any side effects? Did you decide to have a rest?
Every time a block is gained. Every time a block is gained from your cards, deal 5 damage to a random. Okay. Deal 3 damage, gain a copy in the discard pile. Gain 1 energy at the start of the battle. Reduce the maximum health of all allies by 50%. Gain 2 evasion. Evasion is triggered. Restore 10 health and burn 1 status card in the draw pile. Gain 1 energy at the start of the turn and lose 1 agility. Cursed item. Upon taking damage to health, steal 1 strength from the attacker. We want to get cursed. As often as possible.
Careful, he's contagious. Give me your money. Gain 1 strength and 1 agility and draw 1.
Do these people drink this foul brew to transform into a slobbering zombie on purpose?
They drink it to reach unity with their precious deity. Consuming ichor of might for dozens or even hundreds of years slowly turns a person into a shambling, barely intelligent creature. Despite all of this, the swamp inhabitants revere zombies as their ancestors. And by the way, these ancestors avoid harming their descendants and even protect them to an extent by guarding the rotten bog from uninvited guests.
I figured that out for myself. Now let's continue with my story.
Forest Swamp's good for me. Felt weak. Okay. Go north, go east, go south, go west. Let's go north. Passing notables of tree. I still remember the place. And there was a small lake with beautiful flowers. floating in the water at the surface. Then was completely exhausted and bitten by some midgets. Some midges. Suffer. Wow, it's more than, well, it's 33%. Or 33 life gone. I wandered into a village in the middle of the swamps and saw for myself people of the Rotten Bog did not like the outsiders. The only person who agreed to talk with me was the local elder. He taught me how to earn the trust of the locals. To achieve that, you had to drink their sacred drink. The power of the Ichor bring you back to life after Melenus kills you. This gives you a chance to defeat her.
I was overjoyed when I learned that people actually lived in the swamps. I thought we'd find common ground. But my excitement turned out to be premature, because the inhabitants of the Rotten Bog gave me the cold shoulder. Soon, their thinly disguised animosity shifted to outright aggression.
All those people are adherents of the secret cult of the Divine Might. It has existed for a very long time, but very few know anything about it. The cultists have done everything in their power to maintain secrecy, including assassinating unwary witnesses of their rituals.
Oh. I happened to witness some kind of ritual. The locust called Might's bridge. The young girl who was carried to the swamp. Save the girl. A human sacrifice? I wonder what Might simply ate her and dragged her down to their deity.
Oh, it's not important anymore. Big problems begin with a small infection. A breather never hurt anybody.
I'm like stealing all their strength, dude. Deal 8 damage, increase the damage by 4 this combat if the character is exposed. At the start of the turn, lose 1 HP and draw 1 card. Lose 2 agility if the attack deals more than 20 damage. Gain 2 HP.
Terrible predatory creatures rove amidst the swamps. They have no place in our world.
These are all products of the so-called divine might.
Might? I feel those creatures emanating a demonic presence, but it's nothing like the demons I fought of old.
I know not the nature of this entity. It could have been born out of some primordial spirit's insanity, but it might also be of demonic origin. Where it dwells or what it looks like is not known. It must be some enormous, half-intelligent beast lurking in the murky depths of the bog.
So you say it's hiding? I can't say I feel at all like finding it. Any cultists who pounced on me like wild animals, I exterminated mercilessly. There's something unnatural and inhuman about these people.
The cultists are afraid of being exposed, and fear breeds aggression. They believe that their swamp will be burned to ash should the outside world learn about the divine might.
Who knows how many travelers that dared to go through the bog met their end just because of some superstition? I hope it comes true one day.
Even this superstition is just a ruse. The might is lying in wait until it can fulfill the mission laid down by its creator, and cold-bloodedly sacrifice all its followers.
The smiling cultist is quite rare sight. He wants my cursed sword? Nah, dude. I'm planning to play the cursed sword.
Are not ashamed of their culinary preferences.
So we're dead.
There and watch while you drank it?
Yeah, you can't dodge bleed, right? Oh. If you would have died.
This isn't the end yet.
Inflict 3 weakness and 3 exposed to all enemies. Gain 1 exposed and 2 armor. Cures item upon taking damage to health. Steal 1 strength from the attacker. This is the bleeding item. Gain 1 energy.
So, these cultists are cannibals to boot.
Cannibalism among the cultists is indeed practiced, but frowned upon.
What do you mean? They can't just be half cannibals?
By consuming human flesh, they want to become more like their beloved deity. Which makes it easy to figure out the mite's eating habits. And although all the inhabitants venerate the mite, it nonetheless doesn't feel great to have neighbors that may eat you.
This isn't exactly a pleasant place to live.
That is true. Wait, we got all this way and we still haven't seen a vendor. It turned out the speech was a distraction. His true intentions was to hire me to murder a family of cannibals. What is this cards, dude?
Did you decide to have a rest? it again. They don't understand the first time.
I want these items he's eating, dude. Strength effect discard 3 times. We can't upgrade a card, right? We need to heal. Go fight sexy over here.
I would like to ask its creator what the purpose of this creation is. That won't help.
$53 damage. Goodness, dude.
So what does it taste like? His ordeal is over.
There we go.
And forgotten.
That looked a little dire there for a second, that's for sure. Is that the curse icon? Let's see here. Where's that thing that does double strength? Deal 8 damage by 4 this combat if the character is exposed. This one. Deal 14 damage. Strength afflicts this 3 times. 5 times. Gosh. That is absolutely ridiculous.
All around me is desolation, destruction, and death. That's what my homeland met me with.
Is that all you can say?
Oh, right. Also with looters, madmen, fanatics, and mysterious demonic freaks.
Sigismund's reign has been disastrous for the Northern Gate. It seems that he's made not a very caring ruler.
Do you think so? I can't believe this. Is he really that foolish to offhandedly destroy everything his older brother had been creating for decades?
Oh no, he shouldn't be considered a fool. Truth be told, he's much worse than that.
So, turmoil. All attacks inflict 2 burning at the start of the battle. Okay, and 10 burning. Fairy order added. At the end of the turn, inflict 7 burning to all enemies. Don't think we can do it. Let's destroy the idol.
A creepy inquiline generated by someone's misfortune. That's a good start. That's your own fault. A breather never hurt anybody.
There we go. Deal 20 damage. Gain 3 disarmed. For 3 turns, gain 5 HP. 2 armor and burn. 2 status cards at the start. I think we need any type of healing we can get right now. Gain 5 strength. Okay, upgrade. $500 coins. Not, nope.
A breather never hurt anybody.
Okay.
Healthy and faithful.
Well, I drank healing. Okay, we're going to the merchant, dude. Holy moly. I don't know how it took this long to find a merchant. No curse icon. No mountain icon either. Gotta be kidding me. We have at least healing. I think we're just dead. This is the thing that killed us. Weakened the demon. I don't fear you. Attacked.
survived that. He'll just delay the inevitable. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
Yeah, this fight is going a lot better than it did before.
This one is done.
Nice. We can't really lose HP. We have no way to regain it back. Then gain 10 strength, lose 2 strength at the end of a turn. Yeah, we definitely have to rest. My journey came to an end, but I had never found a way to counter. So we can just destroy the boss. That's pretty much what it says.
Your story is coming to an end.
We're not nearly as strong as we were the first time we encountered him.
Did you decide to have a rest?
We're dealing 16 damage through exhaustion or weakness. Dude, look at the damage. This is gonna do 500 damage. Are you kidding me? Excuse me? It's a... Never mind. Yeah, it's nothing much I could do there. So we're just gaining experience. Still level 2 though. So what? You only get clothes? Yeah, I think you only get cosmetics for leveling up. So I guess that's the game, guys. I think we did pretty much everything we can. It's a roguelike game, so I don't think you get stronger. But you need to discover how to defeat the boss. And I think you just have to take different paths. And eventually figure out, like, hey, that's the password. And then you can actually continue on with maybe a different area. But, like, at the end of the day, like, it's a roguelike game. It feels like it's artificially locking you out of endgame, which is... It's not the way I would recommend making a game. Make it, like, very difficult but doable. Maybe, like, every boss that you kill, it becomes a tiny tad easier to fight the boss or something. I don't know. But at the moment, it feels like it's just being locked out of like maybe zones you had to go to in order to continue on progressing with the game. So, but yeah, I did enjoy this game. This game makes me a lot think about Darkest Dungeons, which is another game we played. It's very similar to this. It's a turn-based multi-choice game when it comes to your options. There's vendors. It's roguelike, right? But the good thing about that game is that it feels like you have progression. So every time you do die, your character becomes stronger and eventually becomes strong enough to kill the boss. You can kill the boss from the get-go, from the first time playing the game, but it's extremely difficult. But as you play the game more, you gain more experience, more levels, and you can choose upgrades. For example, in this cards, I can choose cards to upgrade, or I can start with a specific gear that I can buy from the get-go, right? You buy it with experience points or something like that. But in this game, I don't think that progression is there. It feels like it's pretty much forced that you go through every option there is. Maybe you have to go down every quote-unquote tree or path in order to unlock more of the story to eventually get the password, etc, etc. And I feel like that is a little bit not a cool way of doing it, because I can never fight the final boss regardless what I do. But yeah, that is just my opinion. Maybe I got this completely wrong. But yeah, guys, hope you did enjoy today's video. That's going to be this game. My review of this, I would say 7 out of 10. The cutscenes was pretty decent graphics, no lip syncing. The game is fun to play. Just have to say that. The game is fun to play, so... And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? But yeah, that's going to be me for this series, guys. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. It really does help a lot. Subscribe if you're new. And catch you in the next one. Peace.